Hey guys, good morning. All right, so today got myself brand new dice and we're going to throw them with 4 different sets. Now, the plan is not to change the configurations of the sets, just to throw them as they are and try and do it as well as possible and see where that gets us. Now, I'll do this thing where I mark where the dice are. Hopefully I won't forget. Left and right. Left is going to be green, right is going to be red. Okay. Here we go. And I'll have a crapsy for you as well. Dice are out. Oh, and also the landing zone is, well, in the general sort of area where I have the masking tape. Hard 10 on a 6-5, 6-5. So that's a 5-5. Dice out. Two, 3, 5. I had to actually mark these. All right. Dice out. That's a 2, 4, 6. Two, 3, and 2, 4. Here we go. Hard 10, 5-5. Front line. Six five, 6-5. It's a 4-2-6. Dice up. One, 5, 6. It's probably the front line. That's a 1. That's the 5. Two, 4. So that's cross betting. Dice out. Six, 1 on the come out. That's on axis. Six left. 1 right. Dice out. 3, 2, 5. Three left, 2 right. That's 156. One is left, 5 is right. That's a 459. For left, and again 5 on the right. That's it. Two, 5, 7. Okay, double pitched it. Again, the 5 was involved on the right die, so. That's a 2 and a 5. So what can we see up to now? I can see that in 11 rolls, the most prominent result was a 5 on the right die, facing me basically, on a 6-5, 6-5. And the 2 on the left die. The other things were, equally distributed, I guess. But if we put things together, the 5 has been hit mostly, followed by the 2, and the least hit was a 6, which is facing on top. So it's things like that that you try to pick up to make sense of everything. Here we go. I'm gonna open it up, just put some bets down so that I can, put some pressure on myself. We're going to a 4-6-4-2 set. And dice are out. So what's the expectation? We should expect to see a lot of the 2, not a lot of the 4s on the top. And a lot of the ace facing the front, left die front. Let's see. Dice out. There's a 2. With a 4 top facing, 4-2-6 secondary. And you have to consider this being the equivalent of the 5 in the 6-5, 6-5 set. Here we go. 4642. Four, 6, 10, that's explosion of the right die. Whoops. 4, 6, 10. 4, 2 is a 4, and the 2. 4, 6 is that and that. 4 and a 6. Here we go, 4, 6, 4, 2. Dice out. One, 5, 6, that's a primary. We did predict about the ace being involved. That's a frontline winner. One and the 5. Here we go, 4, 6, 4, 2. That's a 2, 3, 5. Explosion of the left die with a 3 at the bottom. Dice out, 4, 6, 4, 2. That's a 5, 1, 6. Ooh, that's implosion of both dice. Just avoided the 7 on the hard way set. Here we go, 4, 6, 4, 2. Another one, 5, 1 implosion. Dies out. 4642. And that's a 6-1. Again, the implosion of the right die. So this one we lost money, 6 and a 1. All right, strongest one was the ace on the right die, which was implosion. Second strongest were the 4s on the left and the 5s on the left. It was a 7 roll. Doesn't really give him much to go on. I'll have to look at the results later and see what they mean. So now we go to 4-2, 4-6, which is an implosion friendly set. We were on explosion friendly sets, now 4-2, 4-6. It's like taking the dice from a 4-6, 4-2 and just moving it here. But the implications are great. Here we go. That's a 4-5-9. Four and the 5 on the right die. That was explosion of the right die. Dies out. Five, 4, 9, that's secondary. Front line. Four, 2, 4, 6. One, 4. Don't like that. Got the 4, which is nice. The 1 is explosion of the left die. 1 and the 4 on the right die. 2, 4, 6, that's secondary. I'll take that. Let's come down. 96. Two and 4 on the right die. The 4 is very popular on this die, on the right die, so I like that. 4, 2, 4, 6. There you go. Hard 8, that's primary on both. That's a 4 and a 4. Boxcar 6-6, that's implosion of the left die. Six and a 6. Oh, 4-3. Fuck. Top side double pitch. So that's a 4 and 3. All right, so you can, well, you can't see, but basically the 4s which are lying on top are the best. Right side 4 is at its highest with 1, 2, 3, 4 incidences, and left die 4s with 3 incidences. So I would have been okay with this set basically. I know it's not a lot of throws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but still. The rest of the results are scattered. So let's see on the on axis. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 results on the left die on axis out of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 results on the right die on axis. So the right die is keeping more the axis than the left. All right, going back out and putting some bets down. Sorry about that. Don't think anybody said hello, but doesn't matter. Let's go. So it's a 1565 set, kissing set. Here we go. Let's say 6-4-10. X right. 6 is on axis, the 4 is the explosion. 6 and 4. I'm going to open it up so I can put some bets down. Sorry about that. Here we go. Dice out. It's a 2-4-6. Explosion right again. So that's a 2. That's the 4. 2 explosions of the right die. Dice out. Six, 3, 9. That's implosion of the right die. It's my 2 hits coming down. 6 on the left die and 3 on the right. Here we go. Box cards, that's a double pitch. Axis. Here we go. Dice out 1565. One, 4, 5. First ace, third 4 for the right die. Dice up. That's an 8, 5, 3, 8, implosion right. That's the first 5. Second 3. Dice up. That's a 4, 5, 9. Explosion left. Four and a 5. Here we go, dice out. That's a 10, 4, 6, 10. Explosion of the left die. Good morning. So that's the second 4 on the left and the second 6 on the right. So they're adjusting. One, 5, 6, 5. Heart 6, that's implosion of both. And that's a primary 167 with the 5s facing. All right, so how many explosions did we have? We had 3 3s on the right die, three 4s on the right die. So the 4 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rolls was that? That was a 10, 6 out of 10. And I had 1, 2, 3 from the left die. The 6 was very 6 on the left die, which was bottom, was very popular, and the same was for the 6 on the right die, 3 and 3. The 2 and the 5s, not so much. The ace, okay. I see. Here we go. So we're on a 6-5, 6-5 set. Nice. Boxcar 6-6, that's a primary. Hello. Let me just see who is who. It's Ron and it's Lee. Good morning, guys. So that's a primary 6-6. Six five, dice out. That's a 3-2, 3-2-5. With 6s facing us, okay. I just wanted to highlight the reason why I'm using this is just to give me guidance where to throw and where not to throw. I know it's a big area, but I'm just, giving you an idea. 3 and 2. It's a 3 and that's a 2. Dice out. Say 5-4-9. 3 and 2. 3, 2, 5. Front line. Trying to make this happen, but I don't know whether it is. Okay, here it is. 3 and 2. Dice out. Let's say 1, 4, 5. One, 4, not 3, 4. One left, 4 right. Dice out. That's a 10. 6, 4, 10. Coming down. Let's see. 6 and the 4. Another 3, 2, 5. It's a frontline winner. That's a 3. That's the 2. We are on a 6, 5, 6, 5 set. So 1, 2. So 2, 1, 3. I was just thinking about the ace not appearing on the right die. Let's go back up. There was no 2 on the left die either, so 2, 1, 3. Där så. Oh crap, 257. So they come out it is, okay. Got lucky there. First 5 for the right die. Here we go. Där så. Say 314. Explosion of the left eye. Had plenty of those. The aces started coming from the right eye now. It's a 516. Five. And a 1. That's axis secondary. Nice out. So 1, 2, 3. Secondary. Nice out. Aces, that's a primary. Here we go. Heart 4, primary. So they were a bit funky. Deze. That's an 8, secondary, 6-2. Six five, dice out. That's a 5-4-9. Six five. Heart 4, that's a primary. Five, 1, 6, secondary. Oops. Three, 1, 4. 3 being off axis. That's all. Five, 3, 8. It's a front line. Oh, 6, 1. Come out, I think, yeah. Double pitch. It's a 2, 4, 6. Another one. 4, 2, 6. This is the first 4 on the left eye. Tyson. That's a yo 5, 6. Secondary. That's out. Come out 7, 1, 6. Perfect, come out 7 with a 2, 5 facing. There we go. Heart 6, that's a drift. So that's a 3 and a 3. Hi Tito, good to see you. That's a 1, 5, 6, secondary, front line. Five, 3, 8. That's a 6, 4, 10. 2, 3, 5. After a long spell of no fives. Say 6, 2, 4, 6. Another 10. It's a 4, 6, 10. Another 5, 2, 3, 5. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate that, man. Dice out. It's a 3 craps, 2, 1. Dice out. Aces, that's a primary. Dice out 6-5, 6-5. Right, 8, 5, 3. Front line. Here we go, 6-5, 6-5. Three, 2, 5. Six, 5, 6, 5. Six, 2, 8. That's a 2, 4, 6. That was a 2 and a 4, sorry. 2 and a 4. Or 4, 2, 6, I don't know. Need to bring more reds. Dice out 6-5, 6-5. Aces. All right, so we can come down again. So they'll go to 160 across and build it up. That's a 4-5-9. That was a 4. Dice out. Yo, that's a 5-6, very bad throw. Here we go, 6-5, 6-5. Dice out. Let's say another 4-5-9. Here we go, 6-5, 6-5. Okay. Four, 3, 7. All right, so that's the end of that one. That was a 43 roll. And that puts us at 79 rolls. We just stop that, and I'll try and sort of navigate through this maze of results. Hey Blazer, I think it's Blazer, I'm not sure, but I think it is. So let me just try and see whether I can show you what I can see. I have to go to Instacamera only, and I have to do this view, which I don't know whether you guys can see, but I'll make sure that you can once I fix the camera. All right, so go to properties and configure video, and we tilt the camera down, and we pan it to the, there you go, much better, right? Okay, apply, okay, and okay. So what I can see here from a 6-5-6-5 configuration of the dice, this is what we've been hitting. We've been hitting quite a bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these, of the aces at the bottom. We've been hitting from here, we've been hitting the 2. This is right die. And the implosion, the 3, was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times out of, I don't know how many rolls that was. That was a 40 something, 40, yeah, whatever. Now, on the 4s, which is the explosion side of the left die, was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. The 5, which is facing us, big surprise, only showed up 3 times. This 5 only showed up 3 times. And the 6, which is on top here, 5 times. Okay, so that gives you indications of which numbers are what on each die. Then we get rid of this. The 1 and the 2 are on axis. The 5 and the 6 are on axis. And these are the off-axis results. Off-axis, on-axis results for the right die. Then we go to the left die. The aces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so many aces at the bottom. The 2, however, which is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times. So this rotation here was very, very often, hit, but also the 5, which is facing us. So these 2 faces, as results, that's another 10. Okay? So if you are a person who likes to transpose from one dice family to the next, you will see that I shouldn't be on this. I should be on this side as the, sorry, I should have my hard way for a V set here or here. So either here or there, because I was hitting quite a few of those, 2 and the 5. $20 hits, and these are on axis, by the way. 2 and the 5, then the 6 and the ace. So the left die remained even more on axis than the right die. Very few 4s, very few 3s. So you see, you make these comparisons and you try and make sense of them. How do they actually fit if you put the dice together? And that's how the cookie crumbles, basically. That's how you actually create a mindset which helps you navigate between dice families and dice sets, basically. Okay, so let me just go back here. I know it's going to look stupid now. Let's see what Crapsy has to say about this roll. I think I did a second regression at roll 40, which helped me quite a bit. Crapsy is somewhere here. And whoever was here playing, let's see if they made some money. I certainly did. From original bankroll, I made 4,612. But I wasn't really pressing much, you know. Ron made 1,006, Tito made 1,005, Blazer up 1,4, well done. Chu up 300 plus, so he made 110%. Little Sparrow down and Irish 78, 3,000, but he was down 546. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so I'm going to do something with these rolls. I'm going to look at the video again and try and present a different view for you so that you can actually see whether there was consistency or not. The only thing that we managed was I was consistently avoiding the 7 when it counted with a few 617s, etc., etc. Stats. All right, box numbers were high, mostly inside numbers. 4s and 10s were low. 8.8 SRR, that means 40-something% better than random. 15.8, almost 100% better on the SOR. So we had a 44 with 233 quality points. If you remember, a few days ago, I rolled a 40-something, 48 with 2,012 quality points. That's because it contained ATSs, lots of repeaters, no come-out 7s, which helped the repeating bets, the repeater bets come up. We also had an 11, a 10, a 7, and a 7. None of the rolls would have suffered with the 2 hits and down, by the way. Anything that we shot today, with any of the sets that we shot them with, they wouldn't have. They would have been okay with 2 hits and down. So that's good. We had a 5 and a 6 plethora. The 8 was a little bit, I don't know, anemic. 9 was where it should be. The 10 was good. The 4 was anemic. And the rest of the numbers, I think we hit them as they should be hit, not a lot. Okay, so on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a different look at whatever we're doing, and we should have different looks at how we play, and we should devise different sort of challenges or ways of establishing whether we are doing well in a real way, as opposed to, you know, oh, I shot a 20. Well, okay, were you just random about it, or did you actually make something out of it, you know, with lots of concentrated results on one or of the 2 dice? So that's what's important. On that note, this is George. Rest well. Sorry for being late today. I'll catch you in another one. Dice are out.